show that the set of all complex numbers form a vector space. VS stands for vector space over the field of real numbers. Or the question is also given like this: V is equal to set of all complex number is the number which is in the form of a plus ib, is it right? Where ab belongs to R and I is equal to square root of minus 1. I is equal to square root of minus 1. Show that this set form a vector space over the field of reals. Here R is real number which is a field. So this is the question. Show that the set of all. Show that the set of what? Complex numbers a plus ib form a vector space. Show that this is a vector space over the field of real numbers. Over the field of real numbers means this a and b is in the set real numbers, where I is nothing but imaginary unit, that is the value is root of minus 1. Is it okay? So we show that this set is a vector space. For that, what is the binary operations? BO, binary operations. First one, vector addition. Second one, scalar multiplication. So first one, for vector addition, alpha comma beta belongs to V. Then, so alpha plus beta is equal to what? So here, the addition of these two vectors, alpha beta belongs to V means alpha is belongs to V, means it is in the form of a plus ib. So I am taking alpha is in the form of a1 plus ib1. Next, beta is also belongs to V. So therefore, which is also in the form of a plus ib. So therefore, a2 plus ib2. Okay. So now, in place of alpha, we have a1 plus ib1 plus in place of beta, a2 plus ib2. Okay. So adding real part first, that is a1 plus a2 plus I into imaginary part b1 plus b2. So that is the addition, that is vector addition, alpha plus beta. So a1 plus a2, that is real part of first complex number, real part of second complex number, plus I into imaginary part of first complex number is b1, imaginary part of second complex number is b2. So this is the vector addition. Next, scalar multiplication. So what is the scalar multiplication here? C belongs to F. What is that field? Real number. And alpha belongs to the set V. C dot alpha is equal to C dot, what is alpha? Alpha is here alpha. A1 plus IB1. Then this becomes CA1 plus I into CB1. CA1, CB1. Here I is there. So CA1 plus I into CB1. Is it okay? So here if I had, this must be in the form of A plus I into B. So which is in the form A1 plus A2. In place of A1 plus A2, if I take A plus B, in place of B1 plus B2, if I take B, then it becomes A plus IB form. Therefore, it is clearly belongs to B. Okay. So this is the two binary operation. So now we have to show that with respect to this operation, this set become a vector space. Vector space, what are those conditions? So first condition is B comma plus must be abelian. Second condition is C into alpha plus beta is equal to C dot alpha plus C dot beta. Third condition is C plus C dash into alpha is equal to C alpha plus C dash alpha. Next, fourth one is C dash alpha is equal to C into C dash alpha. Last, fifth one is 1 dot alpha is equal to alpha, where C dash all belongs to real numbers and the alpha beta belongs to the set V. Okay. So for that, let us show the first one. What is the first one? V comma plus must be an abelian group. Okay. Here I am taking the set A plus IB, where AB belongs to real number and I is equal to root of minus 1. So first V comma plus is abelian. For that we have to show that what are those to be abelian. Closure law. Second one, associative. Third one, identity law. Fourth one, inverse. Fifth one, commutative. So I am showing the first condition of the vector space. So here, what do you mean by closure law? So closure law is for all alpha comma beta belongs to V, alpha plus beta is also belongs to V. So why it is belongs to V? Because alpha plus beta, if I consider alpha plus beta, alpha is what? A1 plus I into B1 plus what is beta? A2 plus I into B2. So take real part first, that is A1 plus A2 plus I into imaginary part B1 plus B2. So which is also in the form of A plus I into B, therefore which is clearly belongs to the set V. So closure law is over. For all alpha comma beta belongs to V, alpha plus beta which is also belongs to V. That is closure law. Next, associative law. What it says? Associative law. Here I am taking associative law B. So that is, for associative law we need 3 elements. Alpha, beta, gamma belongs to V. For all alpha comma beta belongs to V, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma. So that is the associative law. For that, consider LHS. So what is LHS? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha is, here alpha, beta, gamma belongs to V. Alpha is what? A1 plus IB1. Beta is A2 plus IB2. What about gamma? A3 plus I into B3. Okay. So here A1 plus IB1 plus what is beta? A2 plus I into B2. So these two are in the bracket. Alpha plus beta which is in the bracket. Plus gamma is A3 plus I into B3. So now simplify the first. That is, what is that? Within the bracket elements first. Then so first here, which is equal to A1 real part A1 plus A2 plus I is common, then imaginary part that is B1 plus B2. So now which is in the bracket plus what? Plus here I am writing A3 plus I into B3. So take this one, that is A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus I into B1 plus B2 plus B3 because of plus here. So that we get A1, A2, A3 plus I into B1, B2, B3. So this is LHS 1. So now take RHS. What is that RHS? RHS is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma. So what is alpha? A1 plus I into B1 plus what is beta? A2 plus I into B2. What is gamma? A3 plus I into B3. So these two are in the bracket. So taking for these two bracket. First simplify those two. Means within the bracket elements first. Plus real part take first. A2 plus A3. Plus I into imaginary part that is B2 plus B3. Now because of this sign I am taking A1 A2 plus A3, that is real part. Then plus I into imaginary part, that is B1, I into B1 plus what? IB1, IB2 plus B3 means what? That is B2 plus B3. So total we get A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus I into B1 plus B2 plus B3, that is 2. So from 1 and 2, we conclude that they are same. That is, 1 is what? LHS. Here, LHS. And 2 is what? RHS. From 1 and 2, we conclude that LHS is equal to RHS. So LHS is equal to RHS means what? So this is associative line. Is it okay? Next, identity line. For the identity law, you just write one sentence. So that is, for all alpha belongs to V, there exists 0, such that 0 plus I into 0. That is the additive identity. This is additive identity. Such that alpha plus 0 is equal to 0 plus alpha, which is equal to alpha. So for all alpha belongs to V, there exists clearly an additive identity. 0, 0 plus I0. Why I am writing like this? Because 0 is also an element of V. So element of V look like A plus I into B. So 0, which is also look like A plus I into B. That's why I am writing 0 plus I into 0. Such that alpha plus 0 is equal to 0 plus alpha, which is equal to alpha. Okay. So next, inverse law. For that, you must write only one sentence. That is, for all alpha belongs to V, there exists minus alpha, which is also belongs to V, such that alpha plus of minus alpha is equal to 0, or minus alpha plus alpha, which is equal to 0. That is, for all alpha belongs to V, there exists a additive inverse, that is minus alpha. For alpha is equal to A1 plus IB1, minus alpha becomes what? Minus E1 plus I into minus B1. That is the additive inverse, such that alpha plus minus alpha becomes 0. What is that 0? 0 is nothing but additive identity. Is it okay? So just write this one. For all alpha belongs to V, there exists minus alpha belongs to V, such that alpha plus of minus alpha is equal to 0, where minus alpha is nothing but this one. So that is additive inverse. Next, commutative law. So what do you mean by commutative law? Commutative law means for all alpha comma beta belongs to V, alpha plus beta, which is equal to beta plus alpha. That is the commutative law. So E commutative law, for that alpha plus beta is equal to beta plus alpha. So take alpha plus beta. Consider what is alpha plus beta? A1 plus IB1. Beta is A2 plus IB2. So take real part first. A1 plus A2 plus I into imaginary part B1 plus B2. So we must get beta plus alpha, that is first beta, so that you just reverse this A2 and A1 and I into B2 and B1. So why this reason is A1 plus A2 can be written as A2 plus A1, because A1 and A2 are the elements of what? Real number. Real number is nothing but a field, therefore commutative law holds in real number. That's why A1 plus A2 becomes A2 plus A1. Okay. So now take this split A2 plus I into B2 plus A1 plus I into B1. So what is this A2 plus I into B2? Beta. A1 plus I into B1 becomes alpha. So if I take alpha plus beta, then we get beta plus alpha. So therefore commutative law also holds. Therefore V comma plus form an abelian group. First condition is over. Okay, so next condition is what? Second condition is C into alpha plus beta. So we have to show that C dot alpha plus C dot beta. Okay, so for that I am considering left hand side C dot alpha plus beta, which is equal to what? C dot, what is alpha? A1 plus I B1. So what is beta? A2 plus I into B2. So just simplify, taking real part together. and imaginary part together. So now we obtain C into alpha, C into beta, that is C into A1 plus I into B1. So that is, for that multiply C within the bracket A1 plus A2 plus I into C B1 plus B2. So now it becomes completely multiply C1 CA2 plus I into CB1 plus CB2. So take A1 B1, that is CA1 together with CB1 and plus CA2 plus I into CB2. So here CC is common, take that outside, we get A1 plus I into B1. Here also C is common, so take A2 plus I into B2. Here C is common, taking outside we remain with A2 plus I into B2. That is A1 plus I B1 is nothing but alpha, this one is beta. So that is C dot alpha is C dot alpha plus beta is equal to C dot alpha plus C dot beta. Okay, so this condition is over. Next, third condition. So what is that third condition? C plus C dash into alpha is equal to C dot alpha plus C dash alpha. For that I am considering here C plus C dash into alpha. So for that C plus C dash, what is alpha? A1 plus IB1. So now, so take C plus C dash within the bracket. So C plus C dash into A1 plus I into C plus C dash into B1. Is it okay? So now multiply CA1 C dash A1 plus I into CB1 plus C dash B1. Okay. So we must to obtain C alpha. For that take CC one side, C, and here is the C, that is CA1 plus I into CB1 one side. Next C dash one side, C dash A1 plus I into C dash B1. So here C is common, so A1 plus I into B1. Here C dash is common, A1 plus I into B1. So C into what is A1 plus IB1? Alpha. C dash into what is A1 plus IB1? Alpha. So that is C dot alpha plus C dash alpha. So this is also over. What is that? This one, third condition. Next, fourth condition. So next fourth condition is what? C dash alpha is equal to, so that is the fourth condition. So fourth one, C dash alpha is equal to C into C dash alpha. For that consider C dash alpha. So C dash, what is alpha? A1 plus I B1. Okay. So now multiply within this C dash A1 plus I into C dash B1. So now take the bracket for C dash. And here take the brackets for C dash B1. So why? This is because associative law satisfied in R. So now here C is common, take outside C dash A1 plus I into C dash B1. So now C into C dash is common, so A1 plus I into B1. So that is C dot, that is into C dash, what is this one? Alpha. Okay. So C into C dash alpha. Fourth one is also over. Last one. For the last one, I am writing here because this is simple. Last one. 1 dot alpha is equal to alpha. For that consider 1 dot alpha. 1 dot, what is alpha? A1 plus I into B1. So if I multiply 1 within the bracket, 1 dot A1 plus I into 1 dot B1. So this becomes what? 1 dot A1 is A1. Next, plus I into 1 dot B1 is B1. Therefore, we get alpha. What is A1 plus I B1? That is alpha. 1 dot alpha is equal to alpha. Therefore, the set of all complex number, that is A plus IB, satisfy all the 5 conditions, these conditions. Therefore, this form a vector space over the field of what? Field of, I think, reals. Yes, reals.